his ideas about dreaming. All the kids he poses with poetry and proses, throwing beans in the ground, climbing up to find the golden egg. Through my doubtful window, chop it down with my mind.
All the things you might do with your life, all the things you might do with your life. Well, you might be a great lover, or you might be the best older brother, or you might be
and the Czech Republic.
That's right.
I'm going to get that mic a little closer to your...
Sure.
We want to hear your songs.
God. I don't know if anybody actually needs to hear these songs.
Oh,
I've never played these songs for anybody. I mean, people, yes, but not in public. So we're just going to see what happens. I know.
everyone, can you please welcome to the Jenny Parrott Show, Senor Pat Buchta.
Thank you. So I thought, I've been writing some very silly songs just to free up my mind a little bit and not be so serious about songwriting. It's kind of fun to just get up on a Saturday morning, get your coffee, go out to the back porch, and write something completely stupid. So I wrote one of those. This is a song called Thursday, so it's kind of fitting for today, hopefully. And it goes like this. Pick your head up, girl. You know you're never gonna make it in this world without your own money. So go and get it, honey. You start your moaning with a little smile, then without warning, Tanya starting talking when that hoe best be walking. Keep your back against the wall while you be answering calls until you drink your coffee with those creamy lips of toffee. Then baby you take your break, read a little gossip on Drake. Ooh, I know you didn't say that. You better text your bae that, oh, it's Thursday. Only one more day till we get to play Thursday. And you gotta pray till you get your pay, yeah, Thursday. Only one more day till we get to play. Call little Trey. I'll meet you at the club and then we'll hit the hay. You know you're never gonna make it in this world without your own money. So go and get it, honey. You start your moaning with a little smile, then without warning, time you start in talking when that hoe best be walking. Keep your back against the wall while you be answering calls. Ooh, until you drink your coffee with those creamy lips of toffee. Then baby you take your break, read a little gossip on Drake. Ooh, I know he didn't say that. Oh, you better text Shantae that. Oh, it's Thursday. Only one more day till we get to play Thursday. And you gotta pray till you get your pay. Yeah, Thursday. Only one more day till we get to play. Call little Trey. I'll meet you at the club and then we'll hit the hay. Thursday. Thursday. Your head up, girl. just silliness, pure silliness. So, that's all I listen to on the radio now is 88.7 community radio. So I'm very inspired to write songs about relationships, about, I started to think about what these relationships songs really mean. Like, it's not always about like seeing a girl in a club and you get drunk and stuff like that. Maybe it's about like what women really want. Maybe they want to talk about their day at work. Maybe they might want their calves massaged or something like that. So that's kind of. I was married for 14 years, yes. So I know a little bit about that. So anyway, this song is kind of along those same lines. See what you guys think. Shrimp and champagne all night, just to set the perfect mood. Then we shall feel alright. There is no need to feel subdued. Ooh. Working so hard all day, and I can't believe what Keisha said. I know she best get up out your face if she be acting all cray cray. I don't even know what the hell that stuff is. So
is that
it's just, oh yeah, completely. It's to a T. And so switching gears a little bit, this is another relationship song. I'm kind of skipping around genres with songwriting exercises lately, which is fun. So again, a sad relationship song. Goodness gracious.
It's okay, man.
The struggle is real. I know things didn't work out. I'm glad that you are free. I'm making all the payments on the joint custody. That's why I'm keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. Keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. If you're asking, yes, I'm still seeing Bailey. And no, she won't be over while he's here. She'll be working all day at the YMCA, teaching all your friends' daughters competitive cheer. Keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. Keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. I know things didn't work out. I think we'll be alright because I'm keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. Maybe someday I can take you to the dearlies. It's time he learned to kill a thing or two. Got him working all day at that sissy ballet. That's why my little Kevin is feeling so blue. Keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. I know things didn't work out. I think we'll be alright because I'm keeping Kevin on a Saturday night. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. I'm only gonna put you guys through one more song because, you know, nobody really needs. You may want to hear it, but you don't need to hear this stuff.
I think need is an under.
Live it, learn it, love it.
I guess.
I think, you know,
Jesus, guys.
you've got more than one, you know, that you're ready to share.
I have a few, but oh god.
But if you want to get interviewed too, it's gonna be a brutal interview. So
That's what I heard.
you're gonna want to put it
Rigorous, even. So.
You're gonna be sweating.
Okay, well then, in that case, I'm kind of sweating now. I'm from Waco. I don't know if you could tell that from just being a little off, maybe. But this is a song that I wrote 20 years ago about living in when I was living in Waco. So, I met a girl with the cutest smile in the world at Taco Bueno. What a beautiful sight as she danced in the night and fixed my muchacho. It was then that I knew that I must get the hell out of Waco. And if she'll come with me, then this old town will be just a memory. You fuckers will never take me alive. Take one step closer and I'll tan your hide. I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving this pit before dawn. I'll be in Mexico before you notice I'm gone. Well, her name was Loretta and I bet her $1 or two that I could woo her. But her fella who called himself Ray said he would fillet me if I pursued her. But I loved her so and I couldn't go on without her. So he called me a fool and we planned to duel by my own high school. You fuckers will never take me alive. Take one step closer and I'll tan your hide. I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving this pit before dawn. I'll be in Mexico before you notice I'm gone. Thanks for the percussion. There was blood on the street as I dug my feet into the pavement. And the clock struck noon and I knew that soon I'd be free. And as I raised my pistola, he shot a big hole into me. Ah! As I lay dying, these words came a-flying from me. You fuckers will never take me alive. Take one step closer and I'll tan your hide. I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving this pit before dawn. I'll be in Mexico before you notice I'm gone. You fuckers will never take me alive. Take one step closer and I'll tan your hide. I'm packing my shit and I'm leaving this pit before dawn. I'll be in Mexico before you notice I'm gone. Jenny, let's talk. That's enough of that.
Okay, Pat, Oprah's back. You have to go to your mic. And we've got things to talk about, okay? I said that like you're in trouble and I'm the principal. We've got something to talk about. Everyone, Pat Buchta. That was awesome. I just want to say that was awesome. My cheek muscles are sore from laughing. That was really funny. And you're breathing heavy. That's good. Are you all right? You had a Topo Chico, man.
I know.
You needed some more of that.
Probably do.
So that story about Mexico, did that take place in Waco?
It did. I did actually fall in love with the girl in the Taco Bueno line, the drive-through.
Was it, digamos, mutual?
No, I don't think so. She was probably, she was younger
Like,
than me.
how much younger? Like she was a teenager, or like
No. She was 18 or probably 19.
That's a
or
teenager.
something. I guess it is.
It's cool. I'm bad at math.
It was, I guess. I don't know. I never asked her. We didn't speak the same language.
But you both spoke Taco Bueno.
We did, yeah.
Oh, and cool. So, do you fall in love at Taco Bueno mucho?
Mostly with the menu, with certain menu items, but that part of my life is probably over now. I don't have a gallbladder anymore.
Me
so
neither. Laparoscopic?
Oh yeah, well, kind of, sort of.
Oh, I had 4 incisions. How many did you have?
I've got one. I've got what they call the Mercedes scar. It's a big.
Oh, luxury.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Ham took care of mine. Health Alliance for Austin musicians. Thank you, Ham. Yes. Thank you for taking my gallbladder. I asked them for mine when they were done with it, and they just gave me a picture of it and said no.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it visible?
The scar. Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah.
They're super cute.
Yeah, mine's cute.
You got to talk into
Cute
your
would be the
microphone because
Q would
it's a
be the
talk
word.
show.
That's right. Sorry, America.
Did you guys know that Pat is the first person I've had on my show who's actually died before? And does that make you a zombie? You've come back
in
to
some ways,
life.
yes, definitely. Yeah, certainly it does.
So, what do you know that the rest of us don't, having had that experience? What do we have to fear?
Oh my God!
And look
Are we
forward
gonna
to?
go in that deep?
That was my
That quick?
segue.
Well, I didn't see a white light or anything. I didn't see Grandpa, but I did wake up on Easter Sunday. Not to give
Resurrection
I'm
Day.
not religious, but it was significant for an angry young man who hates religion. It was significant at that point in my life. I'll just say that, to have that experience.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when people are going through crazy medical stuff, lots of other people like to go, yeah, man, I can relate.
Sure.
So has people ever said, yeah, I can relate. I stubbed my toe once. And you're like, yeah dude, no, you can't.
It's a little different. But then I try to remember that it's all relative. Everybody's got a similar experience when you're experiencing pain or sorrow or whatever. Nobody's, one experience is not greater or more significant than the other. So just the fact that...
Just a little bit.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Mine was pretty
How many years
extreme.
ago was it?
Well, so when I was...
We could backtrack you guys a little bit. Pat here came back to life from
Yes.
having a...
Well, that was a different time. I'll give you the quick nutshell. I've been very sick my whole life. When I was 6 years old, I had my spleen taken out. I spent most of my childhood in hospitals and developed liver disease later. And when I was 25, I woke up in a cow field after camping with some buddies, coughing up blood. By the time they got me into the hospital, I lost a third of my blood and I died, and they got me back with some transfusions and a lot of magic, and then they determined that I had advanced primary sclerosing cholangitis. It's a rare liver disease. And for about the next, 18 years, I lived with that in various states of horribleness. And finally, 3 years ago, I had a liver transplant. So
And now?
I am healthy for the first time in my life. I can run around and play and jump and
Fall
do things.
down on stage if you want.
Yeah, I couldn't do that before. So that's why I wear my running shoes now, because I
And
just like to run everywhere.
You brought us like so much cheer just now when you played your music.
That's
that
all
was
it's
so
about.
rad.
Yeah, thank you.
So you've been through the ringer over and over and over again, more than you've not been through the ringer.
Sure, but
Maybe.
it's what a gift. I can only express extreme gratitude for having had the experiences I've had. Honestly, it's never, maybe along the way at some point I would complain and feel like, why me, and all that stuff, but I don't feel that way at all now.
This is a little bit like harping, but the cow field experience.
Yes.
Why the cow field?
I used to camp a lot. I still camp. I was out there with all my buddies from Waco that I grew up with, and we were just doing what guys do in a cow field in Texas.
Tipping?
No, we just were drinking and smoking things and playing music and stuff like that. And I woke up the next morning. I was not feeling well. I didn't know if it was the taco bueno. I'm actually not kidding that I had eaten before
Oh my God.
when I started coughing up this red stuff. So
Wow.
it was fun.
It was fun. So, I hung out with you recently at
Yes.
your studio and at KVUE.
That is right. Yes.
E, and you did a wonderful interview. And
Thank you.
I
What wonderful subjects.
yeah. I was gonna say, how long have you been interviewing people? And I've only been doing it since July.
I guess
Can you tell?
I'm not a reporter, but I do stuff like that. Yeah. So I've been doing it a while. I like to be behind the camera instead of this, because I have what they call a good face for radio.
Oh, come on! You're a handsome guy. Me and the bartender were like, "Yeah." I
Oh
heard
my goodness.
someone yelling, "Are you married?" while you were singing. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, calf massages. So Austin wants to know, are you single? There might have been an online comment.
Oh, really? Well, I am sort of, yes, now single, unfortunately, very recently, although I'm still smitten. My heart is broken.
Oh,
And, so that's probably the next thing.
is that the
But
kind of thing that you would write a song over currently?
I've written a lot of these silly, stupid songs to
Not stupid.
not
like
have to get
they
to the...
brought me a lot of cheer.
Well, that's the point. I mean,
man.
obviously, I have some things to say and talk about with all this stuff that's happened to me. But man, it's like, how do you even start? So even to just start the songwriting process again, I didn't really play much when I was sick. I used to play out in Austin a lot back in like the '90s, ancient times. And but I got sicker and I couldn't play anymore. So just to get those songwriting muscles moving again, I just try to write the silliest stuff that pops into my head and just commit to it and go with it, And it ends up being fun. So that's... Yeah.
What's a good thing for folks to do who might have sick relatives or friends? Like, what is a cool thing to say or do? Or maybe what should you not do? I have a friend who's pretty sick right now, and then I lost someone in the spring. So
yeah.
what are the yeses and no's?
Sure. I think that I always say that it's tougher on the caregivers and the people around the sick person. Like when you're sick, when you're going through this stuff, you don't really have a choice other than to just go through it. So you kind of have the blinders on. But the people around you, I think, almost take it harder, and it affects relationships in that way because they feel helpless because there's really nothing they can do, and they want to help you. So I think, if you're in that position, just know that the best thing you can do is just hold up hope for a person and try to encourage them, and you don't need to really do much more than that, because you can't do much more than that. Be an advocate for them. If somebody is in a healthcare situation and they don't have somebody close to them, friends or family, that is fully educated about their situation, you can do that and just be there to take them to appointments or whatever they need. Honestly, just be a friend.
That sounds like really good and simple advice for someone like me. Sometimes I might rack my brain a little too much, but that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone in the audience live have a question for Pat Buchta?
Please. Yeah, absolutely. Is it better to be alive? I'm still trying to. Yes, absolutely, it is. It's but it's a multi-layered answer, because when you are on your deathbed, like with my liver specifically, I when it got really bad in February of 2012, I was in the hospital for about a month or more. I was paralyzed from the waist down, couldn't walk anymore. And you get to this point, I had 3 shots of the liver. The first one I was too sick to get. The second one came on St. Patty's Day. We thought that would be cute if it came to Pat on Patty's Day. But that one had cancer in it, so they couldn't do that. So I had to hang on one more week. My liver had shut down, kidneys were shutting down. And so in that moment, you kind of get to this thing where you lose fear, anxiety, all regret about the past. All that stuff's gone. You're just very naked in that moment with God, or whatever the hell you want to call that is there and within all of us. And then you prepare to die. And as a warrior, you're standing strong for that, ready for that moment. And then you don't die. And so all of a sudden you're in this heightened, enlightened state. And then you have to come back down off that mountain eventually, and you have to go back into the world, and you have to learn again how to live, which is really a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? Okay, yeah. So was that essentially your experience as well? Is it hard to come back into the world and live? I mean...
Well, yeah, like I was 19, I had a massive stroke, and
Jesus.
went out, and my kidneys shut down and everything.
Oh, my God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Because you accept it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
You're like, okay, fine.
and it's almost like, if it would be the perfect ending to the story if it ends right there,
Right.
but then it doesn't end there, and then you have to live more and fuck up more and make and you think, so you
Arc
don't.
the story a whole other way.
Yeah.
And start again, which is like...
Yeah, exactly. It's so surreal. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what. So I immediately, once I got out of the hospital, I started a nonprofit to help raise awareness for organ donation. It's called Pat's Promise, and I work with Donate Life Texas a lot. When we started, Texas was the lowest state in the U.S. for registered organ donors, and now we're way up there. That's not
Because
at
of
all.
you.
No, it's not at all because of me.
Because of your Taco Bueno
No.
song.
But but you just try to. I think that the main takeaway that I've gotten from all this was that things got a lot simpler after I had that experience, and I stopped asking what life could give me, and I started thinking about what I could give back. And so when you go throughout your day with that feeling of gratitude, just all day long, it's like, yeah, sometimes things may suck, but man, I'm alive. What the hell? How did this even happen? How can you even do it?
Why did Jenny even make
I'm
me
sorry.
come over here?
What the hell? I mean, what the hell is this?
It
How
is
can
a
you even-
Mercedes
Yeah.
car.
Did you drink a lot or something?
No, it was. I mean, it
It
was.
started when he was little.
Yeah, it was genetic. But I used to drink, and that certainly didn't help it. I think in a way in a very subconscious way, I was probably trying to speed the process up because it was so dreadful to me. And I finally got the message after a few years of doing that and not really being able to do that. And I kind of woke up. And that's about when things started to get a lot simpler for me. You know, it was funny, at the same time that I was sick, my dad came down with early onset Alzheimer's, very violent, horrible thing to watch. He died of that. I got sicker and sicker. And then divorce, you know, and then my wife, after I got off, you know, with the transplant, after I got done, she was like, well, I'm kind of ready to do something else now.
Oh.
You know, no, it's, I mean, no, you know, nothing against her. It's hard on caretakers. But it's just like, man, that's enough. Fucking, in this last 5 years, that's enough. So I feel like lately I'm starting to come out of this with this just insane sense of gratitude. It's like once you get beaten down so much, everything just gets a lot easier after that. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so I'm talking, everybody's here. I'm sorry, Jenny.
No, I love it. This is a talk show.
So,
Does anyone else have a question for Mr. Buchta?
no,
I liked your question.
that's a good one.
Let me see if anyone wrote online if they had a question.
Okay.
Pat, are there any songs about the sheer joy of residing in Waco? And someone says Van Morrison high kick.
Oh,
We have a question from the online audience.
I guess so.
The question is, are there any songs about the sheer joys of residing in Waco?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's all I can say about that.
Sorry.
That haven't been written yet, although maybe
We can run right now.
I'm due to go back for Thanksgiving.
W-A-C-I. There's no I. Start again. That was a rough draft. W-A-C-O. I want to go to you. I'll buy 35.
It's so nice.
It's so jive.
It's so beautiful.
Pat lived in you once.
And I'm gone now. And that's really great.
No. The theme is Waco is fun.
Oh, that's right.
Living in you is fun. Dun, 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 dun.
We have a lake.
It's no mistake. Fishes live in the lake because they love Waco.
It's true. We have a good football team now.
They'll rip you apart at the seam.
Now.
Now.
Or
Later.
later, too, we hope.
Football Waco. Pat Buchta.
That's right. That's right.
Wow, that was a composition.
That was something. Have you ever done improvised on-stage music like that before a live American audience?
Only in front of Turkish audience.
Oh, yeah.
So, in closing, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience, or any advice you'd like to give to the people of America or the Czech Republic?
I don't have any
Pat
advice to give
Buchta.
because I'm probably less wise than I thought I was, and that's the real gift of having these experiences. So all I can say is life is be good. I mean, it's kind of boils down to that. Just why is it so hard for everybody just to be nice to each other? I think, you know, it takes a true, beautiful, strong person to be nice and be good all the time. You know,
I think you're completely right.
I think that when people hurt each other, they act out of fear. I remember a few years back, this guy was like, "Why are you so nice all the time? You shouldn't be so nice."
He was mad about it.
I'm like, dude.
Why are you so nice all the time?
I'm like, I think it takes, you know, it's a lot harder and it takes a lot more strength to be nice. So be strong, be nice. Thank you, Jenny.
Oh, come here, darling. You're lovely. Thank you for coming over.
That was great. I'm going to stick around.
Okay, great.
Bye, America.
Pat Buchta, that was lovely. Oh my God. It's going to be recorded. I mean, it is being recorded and archived for YouTube. Oh, now you're like, why didn't I slick back my hair and wear leather and say, everybody just be a jackass all the time? Is that what you're thinking? You should have done more like outsiders, like Pony Boy.
I know. Everybody used to think I looked like Ralph Macchio.
That was beautiful. That was my favorite interview so far. That was fantastic. Last week, the young lady I had on sang Disney, and well, you know, this was my favesies. Can you edit that part out? I just said about that. Sorry, guys. It's because I care, and you know. Well, you might call them shadows living deep within these hills, but I suppose they friends of mine, 'cause I know how they feel. They get a fever in the sunshine. Don't want folks to know they lie. And when the love is warm and inviting, they gotta turn their backs. They do much better in the moonlight, stalking those stars. They do better in the moonlight while they're stalking those stars. And we go deeper in the forest than folks would claim was wise. And when the world keeps her beauty hidden, oh, we refuse to shut our eyes, 'cause we do better in the moonlight, stalking those stars. Maybe we do better in the moonlight while we're stalking those stars. So much better in the moonlight while we're stalking those stars. Oh, so much better in the moonlight while we're stalking those stars. Thank you. Can I have a little less guitar in the monitor, please? Thank you. Less guitar? I saw his body, 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 and I ate of it in Quezon City.
and we used it to travel down the river to the next light of the city. And his body became a sea of instinct, and I a sail so pretty. And we hit an island, made us scrub along with the river beds. All the water's dirty, though he smiled. I could see his skin was browning. Oh, what a mess. My smiling raft was drowning. But we hit an island, made us scrub along with the river, made us scrub along with the river, made us scrub along with the river beds. All the water is dirty, but he was always my ref. Thank you. That's inspired by Huckleberry Finn and Dreams. When I was 13 years old, I read Huckleberry Finn for the first time, and I had an actual crush on him. Crush on a guy from a book that's very old, and I read the book a lot. And I was like, I want to date him. I bet if he was real and he knew me in my pink bedroom set, he would want to read my diary and we could walk around barefoot and I could send him. I was a late bloomer, you know. I didn't want to, like, do him. I wanted to, like, you know, take raft rides with him and be like, let's free the slaves. You did a great job with that. Do you guys ever have a crush on Huck? Oh, see, we could have double dated. She liked Tom Sawyer. Did anyone, you all have a crush on, like, Emma? Some other character? Huh? Yeah, you liked Emma. Who else? Yeah, I know. Yeah, having a crush on Pocahontas is totally cool. That's cool. Yeah. Sorry, that's making me laugh really hard. That's really good. Oh, jeez. Maybe it's time for me to play my song about our genocide of the Native Americans in honor of your crush on Miss Lady Pocahontas. My, oh my, I like to get high and think about the Indian times before there could be war worldwide. My, oh my. the end times, before there could be war worldwide. My oh, my oh, my. Thank you, Dozen Street. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out and listening to the Jenny Parrott Show featuring Pat Buchta. You were fantastic. That was fun. We all clapped in a little round. Next week, we might do a Thanksgiving special, or I don't know. It makes the idea of that makes me just want to like make a bunch of puppets and write some Charlie Brown like thing, but I might be full and I might roll in here and I don't know. Yeah, they might have a potluck here. Updates will be on the web, Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot. But that would be kind of fun. I've played shows on Thanksgiving before. Very, very, very full. Lots of people call it orphan when you don't hang out with your family on a holiday. So you can have a little orphan Thanksgiving. Here's a love song. Tat-tat-tat-tat-too in Conklary, my red-winged blackbird sang to me when she saw you at the party. And you, with your heart on your sleeve, your lilac touched mine when we were in line. Electric love lightning shot up my spine, and for years I tried to reach you, but our love, it was waiting in Gainesville. You healed my heart from feeling wore out, and whiskey makes the love pour my heart from feeling wore out, and whiskey makes the love pour out, singing tat-tat-tat-too in Conklary. My red-winged blackbird sings to me when she sees you loving me. And you, with your heart Thank you very, very much. Oh man, I miss the way you sung me to sleep. Good night, eyes, all I know your soul will keep. Just keep on dreaming, baby, and tomorrow will be sweet. Yes, tomorrow when we wake will be day 29. I can feel the toll of that wild Irish wine. No, I can't tell the difference since you put your heart in mine. In my mean old way, I'm coming back to you. In my mean old way, I'm coming home to you. Oh, I wake in the night to your eyes of deepest blue, and I see your love for me and all that you've been through. And I kiss you in the dark, 'cause darling, I love you too. And in my mean old way, I'm coming back to you. In my mean old way, I'm coming home to you. Yes, love, I'm coming home to you. I'm so grateful that I get to play every week and that anybody comes, and thank you so much, y'all, for listening. Oh, thanks, Amy. Thanks to Dozen Street for believing in me, and Xavier for doing all the AV. Is that an outdated term, AV? It makes me feel like I'm like on DeGrassi Junior High. Like my friend Xavier is in the AV club. He's president, and he's totally coming to the show. Well, do you want a real title? Like, I think I called you Secretary of War on AV. Okay, everyone, please give it up for Secretary of War Xavier Cisneros over there. Yeah. He went to Big Ben last weekend for his first time. Yay! And he left after the show and drove all night. I was like, are you going to take a no-dose? Or are you going to have a 5-hour energy? What did you have? I was like, are you going to drive? And he was like, my lady doesn't like to drive at night. And we were all like, oh, wow, long day. And then you heroed through it. Oh. Well, there you go. Secretary of War, more like Secretary of Nap. Just kidding, you're doing a great job. Hee. Well, it sure was nice to see you with your hair in a braided updo. for the road. You look like $1,000,000, my little haunted sunny holler, and I grew to love you so, and then I missed you. Ha ha ha. Well, you packed your homemade blankets just to see how far you take it, and with your slow and steady roll, you left us. Oh my God. Well, it sure was nice to see you with your hair in a braided updo. But then we had to go, and I missed you for the road. Daddy said I couldn't leave home, and my poor heart had a big hole, and I needed to get my start, to find some love for my sad heart. But I did not get very far without thinking of you. So take me dancing, take me dancing. Take me dancing, take me dancing. 'Cause I am so in love tonight. But my love, well, he taught me to get by. And I am so in love tonight. Are you, baby? You. When I woke from my sleep this morning, Dad, I dreamed you took me shopping for a pair of brand new dancing shoes. They were the kind you knew I'd really use, and we both knew my heart could choose the right love. So come on, take me dancing, take me dancing. Come on, take me dancing, take me dancing. 'Cause I am so in love tonight. But my love, well, he taught me to get high. And I am so in love tonight. Muchas gracias, y'all. I have time for a few more. Yeah. I'm going to play a song by Hoyt Axton that I played when I went on Pat Buchta's TV channel, KVUE. I did an interview with Brennan Lee, and she said this hilarious thing, like, he was interviewing us, like, what's it like to be a musician in Austin versus Nashville? And Brendan said something awesome. She was like, well, I think a lot of people think that musicians just wake up in the morning and smoke bowls and eat cereal while they watch their cartoons. And I think you were like, yeah, that's why I couldn't be a musician, because it's not what you get to do. Yeah. Anyway, okay, I thought that was funny, but... okay, we'll try that one again, and then everyone will... Can we add canned laughter, Secretary of War, to the show? Great. We okay. So then Brennan said, da-da-da-da-da-da-da! That was awesome, you guys. Okay. A rusty old halo and a skinny white cloud, some second-hand wings full of patches. A rusty old halo and a skinny white cloud, and a robe so it scratches. Well, I know a man rich as a king, but he won't give his neighbor a thing. His day will come that you can bet. He'll get to heaven, and here's what he'll get: a rusty old halo and a skinny white cloud, some second-hand wings full of patches. A rusty old halo and a skinny white cloud, and a robe so woolly it scratches. Well, while you're on earth, shine like a star, bright in each corner wherever you are, doing the best that you can do. That way you're sure that they'll never end you. No rusty old halo or a skinny white cloud, no second-hand wings full of patches. A rusty old halo and a skinny white cloud, and a robe so woolly it scratches, and a robe so woolly it scratches. Te conocí en el festival, te conocí and I had a great fall. Te conocí y planeé la boda, and everybody knows que me vuelva loca, que me vuelva, ay, ay, que me vuelva loca. Memorias de tu horror, memorias pesar de todo quiero esto, el amor, y que me vuelva loca, que me vuelva, ay, ay, que me vuelva loca, ay, ay, ay. Digo, te veo, dame el amor. Thank you, Dozen Street and people at home. I'd like to one more time introduced, that's past tense. I'd like to say thank you to Amy, the bartender. She's brand new at Dozen Street. Thank you, darling. We like your enthusiasm. I'd like to thank Xavier, the Secretary of War, for doing all of the AV. He's president of the Degrassi Junior High AV Club. Audio visual. He also works at the Driscoll Motel. Just kidding. That's just a funny way to say it. I'd like to thank my amazing special guest, Pat Buchta. Wonderful. And I'm going to do one more song, and my name is Jenny Parrott. And I'd like to thank myself for remembering to thank myself. I'm Jenny Parrott. I've got to Google cool things to say during your own talk show. Yes, maybe during the Thanksgiving special. I'll have some puppets, and I'll say some cool things. Everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving if we don't see you next week. And thanks for listening. This one's called Little Baby Lou. I'm going to power up with some of the national beer of Texas. Cheers to y'all. Yeah. Hey. I think 99.99% of the patrons here are drinking Lone Star. Thank you for your tips, online viewers. Thank you for your questions and your patience.
Little baby Lou, I love you. You're so good to me and your mama too. But I've been fucking up all over my world. No, 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 yeah. On and on. So I can, no, be your girl. Oh, no, 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 yeah. On and on. I'm walking down the road with a head full of gold. Picking up old butts and remembering what I sold. It's a cheap way to live and it makes you feel broke. I highly broke, yeah. Highly broken. Have another old man tell you your dreams just a joke. 'Cause it's a joke, yeah. It's a joke. Little baby Lou, I love you. You're so good to me and your mommy too. But I've been all over my world. No, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. So I can't, no, be your girl. No, 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 yeah. Oh, no, no. What's that in your chest? It looks like the best. I put it to the test and touch it with my flesh. When you tell me you don't want me, everything turns green, 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 green. When you lose so much in love, what you think that mean? Or what it mean, yeah, what it mean? Little baby Lou, I love you. You're so good to me and your mama too. But I've been all over my world. No, 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 yeah. Oh, no, no. So I can, no, would not like to be your girl. Oh, no, 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 yeah. Oh, no, no. So I can, no, would not like to be your girl. No, 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 yeah. Oh, no, no, yeah.
Thanks, y'all. See you next time.
With poetry and proses, throwing beams in the ground, climbing up to find the golden egg. Through my doubtful window, chop it down with my mind.
All the things you might do with your life.
When I'm alone, I have these ideas
All
about
the
dreaming.
things you might do with your life.
All my friends know we all have
All
what
the
it
things
takes.
you
It's a beautiful,
all the
special place.
things you might do with your life. I'm just a boy from the farm. No, I ain't no big city life. And my love for you warmed up my dark room nights. I watched you in class and in the fields from afar. You sang in the choir. You were my star. Preston High 85, you love me. But I took a dive with another laying above me. I found out from the boys in the line that it was over. So like a jerk, I got drunk in the back seat with her. And your no good best friend proved that I was no good too. And now we only wanted to touch the angel heart in you. Preston High 85, you love me. But I took a dive with another laying above me. Words can't change what I've done, and I'm sorry, but I didn't know that love could be so cruel. 'Cause I